What up? What up? I'm here and well, I guess I'm 5 minutes late, but you still here, suckers? Watch out. Let's go, Marco. Great fights coming up. What's coming up? You say great, I say tomato. Well, nobody's in here right now. So I'm talking to myself. Let's see who comes up in this bitch. Let's see who comes up in this bitch. Oh, there goes the alert. There goes the alert. So let's see what's up. Alert like red. Alert like red. What we got? All right, let's see what we got. What up, people? Alberto. Now, Ness was spazzing out today. What are you talking about, Alberto? I assume you mean the late show. What up, format? Glad to see you back. What's up, Dwayne? It could be because Benavidez not training camp yet, but he looks. I'm actually going to drop a video of one of the worst beatings I've ever seen in my life, which is Benavidez versus a guy named Medina. Regilio Porky Medina. You good, champs? Just staring. Yeah, I was just doing something. I'm good, though. No, the earlier show. I didn't hear him spaz out. Wait, me there? How so? What did he do? I mean, I heard him do the same shit he normally does, but what was extra spazzy, in your opinion? Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's see who else we got. Mm-hmm. What do we got, people? What do we got? Marco, what's going on in the boxing world today? Nothing new, I don't think. I saw Jake Paul go at what's his face? How's his name? Carl Froch. Did you guys see that? Armor, what up? Hello, Marco. Just watched Cobra. Oh, word? Yeah, we didn't watch Cobra Kai yet. You know, we forgot to watch Cobra Kai too. We just haven't. Kids haven't wanted to. Yeah, we're gonna watch it. Don't tell me what happened. Here, we're gonna start watching it. Our kids love it too. They don't talk about it, Armor. I don't want to hear anything about it, please. He said he's gonna fire stick that Benavidez fight at the Hardin Studios. Come on, he makes so much chili off boxing. Least he can do is buy it. Well, we don't know how much chili he makes. I mean, how much chili, Alberto, do you think he makes? Let me ask you that. What do you think he makes a year? And I don't know, because I've never talked about what he makes. I have an idea based on views and stuff, but Keyshawn Davis did all that talk to not fight Tank. Okay? I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. That's obvious. You see, yeah, man, I saw Oliver McCall knock out somebody at 59. Shit. He looked better than Mike. Cobra Kai is tough. We did a great job with, yeah, man. Yeah. They make it corny, but in a purposeful good way. Like with that 80s twist to it. At least he's making livable wages to be on camera 8 hours a day. Well, see, you don't know how much he's making. Why does Benavidez act like he hates Morel? 70 to 90K with sponsorships. I think, personally, Alberto, and again, I don't know because I've never talked to him. I think it's way more than that. I'm almost positive it's way more than that because I know somebody else, and I'm not going to give names because it's nobody's business, a big name, and I know for a fact what he makes. He makes damn near 500K a year. And I would assume him and Ness are around the same. Like Ness might even have more viewership. So I think it's way more than that. I think we're talking 5 to maybe even a milli. But again, we don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I could be way off. I just know what somebody else makes who has similar viewership. Did you see what Claressa Shields said about Jake? Now what she say? Well, who you got, McCall or Paul? They're not going to fight. I fuck with Ness, but that was BS. He's encouraging other minds to steal the fight. You don't steal, Alberto? You're fucking 20-something years old. You're probably in college or whatever you are. Yeah, I'm sure you steal. What's up, Army Mike? Where you been at? I hope Morrell gets a buzz cut. Yeah, he needs to shave that weird Cuban shag mane that Jose Luis Ramirez, are those you remember him? The dude that Riddick Bowe sparked out? That dude had that shit. It's a Cuban thing, I think. What up, John Mack? G Smooth. Yo, what's cracking? David Benavidez is going to beat the shit out of Morrell. Agreed. What is this? What is this that you're showing me, motherfucker? Let me see. I can't click on links through StreamYard, so I actually got to go to my I got to go to my actual shit. Now, let's see what we got here. Claressa. Now, let's see what she says. I'm gonna play it. You know what I'll do? I'll play it for us all to see. How's that? Oops, I'll do that. I love Claressa too, by the way. She's like my girl. She's my girl. Here we go. Let's see what she says.
Guys, which one of you guys who Jake Paul is calling out, and I'm even gonna say this for Mr. King Canelo. If Jake Paul is calling you all time awesome, he can beat you in a fight. Why won't you just whoop his ass?
Yeah, like for real.
Just do it. What is all this? Oh, he hasn't earned the fight with me. He isn't that great. He's not a real boxer. Well, show him he's not a real boxer.
Get some free money.
Shut him up. It's a check.
A free.
I heard that he made $40 million a night, and Tyson made $20 million. Hey, if they gonna pay Canelo that type of money for a guy who can't fight, I mean, for a guy who they say not a good boxer, come on now, let's be real.
Okay. First of all, the girl next to her, you guys familiar with her? That's Sharetta Metcalf. Goes by the name of Chicken. She just won the featherweight championship, I believe. She's cool. I know them both. Who is Jake calling out? I think Claressa might have it flipped a little. Who is Jake calling out that doesn't want to fight him? It's them calling Jake out. Jake isn't calling anybody out. Well, Canelo, that's it. And he's not even ready for Canelo now. He is not. Can somebody here help me in the chat? Who is Jake called out just now that he wants to fight now? What champion is he called out that he'll fight right now? Because I can't think of any. It's been the other way around. They've been calling him out. Nah, he didn't call out Canelo now. He said down the future, I will beat Canelo. He didn't say let's fight now. And if he did, show me a link because I'm unaware of that. She's been drinking. Maybe, but she has a point. McGregor? Nah, McGregor won't fight him. And he's way too big for McGregor. And that's not a real fighter. She said what fighter? Boxer. Just fight KSI or McGregor. He'll whoop KSI's ass. So she is judging boxing skills, how much money she makes. Got it. Why are you guys hating on Claressa? Sorry, Daniel Dubois. Nah, Daniel called him out, Mike. Not the other way around. Smooth ring walk Danny became the Haney spit bucket man. Oh, damn. That's fucking ruthless. Why you fucking with Danny? You missed a lot of comments, champ. I know. What'd I miss? Not my business, but what happened to Ring Walk Danny from TBV? They're still cool. He doesn't want to be on camera anymore. That's all I know about that. I haven't really talked to Danny much about it. All right. Was goody, Ryan? Was goody? What the deals? You missed a lot of comments. Champ, Paul is trash for boxing. Why is that, John? What's so trash about somebody bringing cake to the sport and crossing over into the popular culture? Boxing has not been in popular culture since Muhammad Ali. Even when Tyson was fighting, it probably wasn't. Came a little more, but it was just Tyson fights. Boxing as a whole wasn't in popular culture since, I want to say, maybe the 70s, not even. Maybe the 50s, 60s, maybe the 60s. Person got knocked down in sparring by an unranked man because he's a man. She's a woman. He was way bigger than her. Well, I don't think he was bigger, actually, but men are stronger, usually. Who does it better in a potential fight, Haney or Joshua? Ooh, great question. I don't know. I'd say Joshua because Haney kind of tried. Joshua just Joshua didn't fight anything like himself. Paul has given up some great cards, excluding himself. Bringing fans to the diehard sport. Yep. Make it look like it's fixed like people think. Then tell Carissa to stop calling out men. That's a good point, but that's what she does. So, how many times, of course, say she wants to fight a man? Why did she get in the ring with him then? That's a good point, too. We need Ryan versus Tiafimo. I'd rather see Tank and Tio, but okay. Let's get it on Netflix. LOL. Shit, why not? Okay. Jai got mandated today by the IBF to fight some dude. Mosley versus Wilfredo Benitez. I got Mosley. LOL. How Jake has boxers calling him out. He doesn't. Or he's not calling any boxers out. He has a lot of boxers calling him out, though, yeah. Just shows boxing is a joke sport. Nah, people want money. Netflix increased by $6 billion after the Tyson fight. Wow. Do you think it was a humanitarian ritual for Tyson to show his cheeks? Well, Treetop, let me just say this. The fact that it's days later and there's so much going on and you're still talking about Tyson's cheeks makes you a little... Fruity! The fact that you're still thinking about those saggy pancake cheeks. Fruity! That you want to know about those Brownsville grandpa cheeks. Fruity! But, do you. No judgment. Spinks versus Kalzaki. Blind Faith. Blind Faith, you're young, right? You have to be young because that's a total... Oh, you're talking about Michael Spinks at light heavyweight? Is that where you're going with this? Zerto versus Marco. Zerto's a little too big for me. I heard Ness snitched, bro. I don't know anything. People have come in my room like you, and I've had people leave comments and tell me, oh, he's a snitch, he's a rat. I've never talked to him about it. I don't know the details. I just found out that he was in jail that he was a drug dealer. I mean, he just mentioned it on the show. I didn't even know I don't know anything about it. So what did he snitch on? You could educate me because I don't know anything about it. And by the way, I'm not going to believe automatically what you said, because he is my man. So I would go with his word. But you feel free to tell me anything you know. Boxers should be overpaid, and boxers shouldn't be overpaid. They shouldn't be underpaid. You're right, Armor, but that will require an organization. Tyson cheeks were oiled up too. That was odd. Okay. Alberto, that was mad gay. Like gay. They were not oiled up. And the fact that you look at his grandpa Brownsville wrinkly car bags, crash dummy bags, and you see that they're oiled up, makes you the ultimate. Tutti frutti. I mean, beyond any form Tutti frutti. I've ever seen. It makes us all know that you just sit at home blasting gross. Okay. Call Ness's phone. Why would I call Ness's phone? You go on his show. What? What are you talking about? Mike Tyson is gay. All those guys that talk like him are 99% gay. People with lisps are 99% gay. I think you have a gross misunderstanding of what lisps are, clown. Yes, Marco, 175. Spinks versus Kawasaki. Spinks. Definitely Spinks. Hit way harder, taller. Fuck Kawasaki up. Wow, never thought I would see the day that you admit someone would put paws on you. Who did I admit would put paws on me? McCallum versus Tony. There's a sparring clip of them. Oh, wait. No, they fought. Didn't they? Or did they spar? James Tony versus Mike McCallum. I think they sparred or fought. They might have sparred. Yeah, they did fight. They did fight. Controversial. Tony beat him, but it was controversial. You didn't know that, did you? What up, Ken? Boxers put their brands on every strap. Someone else brought them up. I'm not zesty. Come on. Okay. I'm just you see oily cheeks when there's no oil on the cheeks. That means your brain wants you to have oil on the cheeks, which in turn, since they're an old man's cheeks, makes you fruity. That's all. Now, snitch paperwork is public information. Snitched on what? I don't know what you're talking about. Be specific. What do you snitch on? What was the whole deal? Inform me. You're spending a lot of time with, hey, man, I didn't bring it up. Your man Alberto brought up the oily cheeks. Can Larry start a boxing company while little pay, but giving them super steps? Well, MMA guys get paid nothing. I don't even think they have health insurance, by the way. So I don't think he's, that's okay, we're doing that. Boxers nowadays. You said Zerto would spank. No, you said me versus Zerto, and I said I think Zerto would win. I didn't say anything about spanking. Zerto's a fucking, was he a cruiserweight? I was 165 pounds. So in my prime, he was too big, and now I'm old, and he's too big. So I'll tag him up a few times, but I don't think I'd beat him. That Kronk footage. Yeah, but they also had a fight. Kronk is a lot. I know, man. They always be like, because I wear some of they always like my shit. That's a rumor that Ness was a co-conspirator back in the day. Co-conspirator. What's that mean? I thought he was a snitch. I'm confused. Bob Foster was Holyfield? No. Bob Foster? No. Holyfield. Oh, wait. Holyfield never fought at light heavyweight, so that is an unrealistic matchup. Salute Uncle Mark. What up, stop motion? Where you been at? I like that picture. Mike, that's him after the fight. Like, fuck. Salute, suckers. You came in early and you bounced. Panama Brown versus Ricardo Lopez. I got Ricardo Lopez. Come on, nobody ever beat him. UFC fighters care about being famous. Everybody cares about being famous. Come on. There is a reason MMA guys want boxing fights, but no boxers care. Hell yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that. You think you're going to reverse naked rear armbar flex me or whatever the fuck they do? You're going to gouge me in the fucking eyeballs and the nuts and elbow me in the backside of my shit? Nope. You're going to come in with a flying reverse knee, crack me right in the fucking upside up down my shit? That's not happening. There's no fucking way. Now that sport is pretty fucking fruity. 75 to 80% of that sport is spent laying around, hugging and rubbing up on men with all kinds of scrotum in your face and just fucking baloney ponies rubbing across your forehead. Dudes just sweating on you, your face in their armpit. They're behind you, hugging you tight. Nah. That, my friends, to me, is super fruity. That is fruitier than Pebbles. Hitman versus Sweet Pea. Hitman was, although he fought at Sweet Pea's weight for a little bit, So you're talking Sweepy. Hitman was very one-dimensional. UFC guys be on that juice. They probably don't test, right? Oh, that's a great one. I've talked about this one. I'm going to go... I'd have to go with Floyd. But Pryor has such a good chance. But I'll have to go with Floyd. Only John Bones poke people in their eyes. No one else does that. Ew. Why did so many casuals pick those 4 guys instead of my GOAT, Floyd Mayweather? The only person that I would pick Sweet Pea over Floyd. I would pick Sugar Ray Leonard over Floyd. And, of course, Sugar Ray Robinson. Based on just, because there's no footage of him at welter, but just going 129-1. So Floyd is the 4th best welterweight, in my opinion. Golden Boy fights nights. Great. The WBC now supports Trump. Well, if it makes the economy better, I might support him myself, man. I need these pockets to stop being so thin. Charles Burley versus Tito. I don't know much about Burley. Charlie Burley. I don't know. I forgot. He holds a record of some kind, doesn't he? Charlie Burley. Did he win? What was the record he holds? Charlie Burley is American. He fought at welterweight and middleweight. Archie Moore, the light heavyweight champion, who fought at welterweight. And then Archie Moore, the light heavyweight champion, was defeated by... right. Burley beat Archie Moore in 1944 middleweight bout. Was one of the 7 fighters who called Burley the greatest fighter ever. Burley was the penultimate holder. What's penultimate mean? Let's look up. Penultimate. Last one in a series of things. Oh. So he was the last holder of both the world-colored there was a world-colored welterweight championship. And there was world-colored championships. Wow. I didn't know that. 1936. When was the last world-colored heavyweight championship? So started in 1912 and ended in 1940. Wow. Wow. There's a world-colored welterweight championship that started in 1912, which is weird because in 1912, Jack Johnson was already champion, and he was the first black heavyweight. So you would think they wouldn't create a colored title because Jack Johnson was busting through those doors. Although maybe they saw the way that they treated him, and actually, after Jack was defeated, it took another 25 years for another black fighter to get a crack at the championship, or at least win it. I think to get a crack at it, which was, of course, Joe Louis. And that's why Joe Louis was like, I ain't never fucking taking any pictures with white. He fucked a lot of white women, but he never took any pictures with them. He was like, only black women on my arm. Ness Gibbs is snitch. Yeah, that's what people were just saying. Do you know the details of it? I don't know anything about it. I've never talked to him about that. Golden Boy went 5-0. Okay. Manny versus Floyd. They already fought blind. Come on. Ness did wear a wire, allegedly. Oh, word? Oh, shit. Okay. Did Hitman and the G-Man ever fight? No. UFC backs Trump. Yep, somebody already said that. You know, if he brings items down, they will pay to decrease. Pay will decrease. Tricked on the plug. I don't know what that means. You can't even have everyone buying anything you want easily. Smash the likes. Listen to this, man. Stuff has to go up no matter who is president. We'll see, man. We need this shit. The president can't stop inflation. This is boring. Okay. Marco, remember when we were talking about the belt that one time we talked about the world color belt? Nah, I don't remember that. I never knew there was a world colored championship. That's wild. Fucking Mark. What are you cursing at me for? 1912, fuck out of here. Huh? Hatton versus Corrales. Corrales. Easy. Alberto dropped the link. Chicago stay spazzing out. Yeah, he does. Marcos Maidana versus Porter. Ooh. I think I'm going to have to go with Maidana. He hit harder. That'd be a great fight. Ness is the toughest snitch in the world. Oh, boy. What do you got? Why is everybody calling him a snitch today? What's going on? Charlie Burley was ducked by Ray Robinson. I heard that. Jack lived in. He did. He was from Texas, from Galveston. But how am I gonna drop the link right here in the chat? All right, I'm gonna go down a little. Mike Tyson beat a guy who was 61-6 for the proper paperwork. Watch out, Mark. That's my trick on you. Well, I'm not doing anything that I could be tricked on, so I'm not really worried about that. Morrell's going to lose. The World Heavyweight Championship. The welterweight championship started in 1912. I don't know about the heavyweight, but the welterweight was 12. David Tua is Mike Tyson back. Then it would have been fire. Tyson would have beat Tua. No, Marco. Pretty Boy versus Manny 135. When young Marco, I know. Like if they would have fought 5 years earlier, I think Floyd would have beat him even worse. That was Pretty Boy Floyd at that point. He would have knocked him out. Chicago drunk. Marco, does Roy Jones have the record for being knocked out the most time? When you going to have Jerry on? Jerry who? Soriano? Whenever he wants. Don't disrespect the past while the past have no future. Word up. Shut up, Dwayne. Don't you guys. Hey, Armor and Dwayne, don't start that shit again. Not even close. David going to destroy Morrell. Well, Mexican, you, my friend, get the first day using troops beyond troops. People never were fans of David. They just wanted. I was a little shook when I saw how big Morrell is. I was a little shook. That motherfucker is tall. I did not like it. I thought, because I'm used to my man David having that huge size advantage. And apparently Morrell has like a 4-inch reach advantage too. De La Hoya versus Pryor. Ooh. God damn. I might have to go with De La Hoya, man. Very few people could have beat De La Hoya at 140. Very few. I might have to go with Oscar because he had a good chin. As long as he didn't come in with a stupid game plan like he did against Trinidad. But now the truth coming out, they want David Benavidez to lose. Okay. David versus David, not a good fight. Benavidez is ducking Canelo. Oh my God. I might block you, Armor. I might take that wrench, remove it, shove it up your fucking ass, and block you for saying some crazy shit like that. Some things never change. Yeah, exactly. Tyson versus Tua. I got Tyson. Morrell does a lot of rabbit punches. Ooh, does he? That's not good. Does he really? Fuck. Frazier versus Tua. They're very similar. I'm going to go with Tua because he's bigger. Tua outweighed Frazier by a lot, actually. Tua was probably about 240. Frazier was barely 200. Frazier was like 215 maybe. David around 6'7" versus Ukrainian. He doesn't like body shots. Get out of here. Armor is he's not a troll. He trolls. But he's not a troll. Like, some dudes are asses, but they're not assholes. You know what I'm saying? Derek Chisora versus Jarrell Miller. Who the fuck cares, man? Those guys. Probably Jarrell Miller. Chisora's done. He should never fight again. He's going to get brain damage. He's already halfway there. Yeah, I bet he butt a guy in the hospital. Your man arguing with me. You're ridiculous. Marco, I blocked him. I don't even see his comments in. Were you blocked too? NYC, what up, blood? You're a king? I'm an NYC king. It's two NYC. I'm the Hell's Kitchen king. You're the NYC king. Fuck it. Hell's Kitchen's in NYC, so one and the same. Morrell could win if he stabs to the body. Morrell can't win if he stabs him with a machete. Marco, I blocked him. I don't even see his. Who? You blocked who? Some people can't take jokes. Oh. Armor and Dwayne. Right. They used to go at it. That's right. Chisora coming off that Joyce win. Yeah, well, Joyce is whack. Morrell also put one of Canelo's sparring partners in the hospital. Okay. Hatton versus Tio. But again, he's still active, so I don't know. David going to have extra energy with salute. Mike Tyson payday for him. Went out in a shield. He went out in a shield. Maybe. he didn't look like he tried as hard as he could have. But if that was because his knees were hurting or whatever, that's one thing. But he looked like he kind of gave up. He looked like he got hit with a few shots, saw that he's kind of like what Lennox Lewis did to him. Like he was in there, he was going forward, but it wasn't really, he was just kind of waiting for it to be over. He's very good at quitting, but not quitting. I've seen him do that in a bunch of the fights he lost. He's in there, but he's not really in there. He's coming forward, but he's not really throwing. You know what I'm saying? And I've look, we've all been there. I've been in the ring where I don't want to be in there, and I just kind of cruise to get it over with. He does that quite a bit in his last few fights. Porter's too small, Alberto. You're clown. Camacho versus Shakur. Camacho all day. Morrell will try to fight Caleb Plant, but then get overwhelmed by Benavidez. Yep. And Conquest. What up, blood? Tio versus Broner. Tio. Is that Mike Tyson doesn't matter his legacy? Yeah, it doesn't affect his legacy. Dick Tiger versus Hearns. Hearns. Dick Tiger was too small, I believe. He had a lot of medical conditions. All those training videos were just hype. I believe that. He said Jose, not David. Oh, sorry. I don't know. Does Punch Drunk actually box? I don't know if he does. Thoughts on Jake Paul? Me? You know my thoughts on Jake Paul. You've been in the room every fucking night. Thoughts on him? He's a good club. He's a good lower middle class level fighter with the potential to get up on the come up with more experience. But he is already 27, 28. So if he doesn't make shit happen within the next 3 years, yes, Punch Drunk has skills. Oh, word? He can box? Show me a link. Put a link in here. I want to see him hitting something. I don't believe it. Now, I do believe it, but I want to see it. Has Jake reached a higher level of boxing than you? Hell yeah. Yeah. I didn't have as many fights as he did. As an amateur, no, I did. And I've been doing it longer, but he reached a higher level. I could have reached his level. I just never pursued it like that. But yeah, he has. Jake Paul's running boxing while helping boxing at the same time. Accurate statement. Shakur will eat Zepeda alive. We'll see. Mike Tyson is 58 with medical conditions. He had a knee brace on. He couldn't move. We all know Mike Tyson gets tired after a certain amount of rounds. I didn't know that. That motherfucker went 12 rounds with Razor Ruddock, and back in the day, no problem. I asked because he's having an amateur career in front of us. We all hate. Ben Dover. Nice screen name. I'm telling you, Benavidez don't like body shots. I'm telling you, Benavidez will stop Morrell. Cotto. Some people just don't understand that Jake Paul's good for. I understand it. I got Bacoli. It's official? Blind. Is that official? They're fighting? You know what? Why am I asking you, you punk ass? If it's on BoxRec, it's official. Martin Bacoli. There's his BoxRec. Let's see. No, it is not there. So it ain't official. Although I know BoxRec isn't the end-all, be-all, end-all, but it's not a good sign it's not on BoxRec. Roberto Duran versus Arguello. Ooh. And Duran was great at 35, and Arguello was 40, so that would be right at his peak weight. I'm going to go with fucking Duran, because Duran had a lot of Pryor's kind of habits, just a little slicker. Is that one on Riyadh? I don't know. B-Hop versus Ward. Oh my, that fight would be the epitome of...
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Boring. So boring. I should get a boring sound. Let's see. Boring soundbite. I should get a good one because that is so boring. Let's hear this one. Let's hear this one. Okay, I'll do that one. I'll do that one. Here we go. Let me download it. All right. Let me put it here. And now let me add it in here with y'all motherfuckers. Hold on. This is good. I've been waiting for one of these. I don't have a boring sound effect. I don't have one, and now I do. Let's do it. Let's put in the boring sound effect. Let's do it. Boom. Booyaka. There it is. All right, so now let us do it again. So let me read this one again. Okay. B-Hop versus Ward. You want to know about B-Hop versus Ward? Okay.
Boring. Boring.
That's what that would be. Doesn't that see how it hits better with the right sound? Who do you think will win? What up, Ali? Who do you think will win? George Foreman or Rocky? Foreman's way too big, Ali. Way too big. Marco, if that's the case, boxing is boring because it ain't the sport of hit and not get hit. Now, those two guys are just boring. Zepeda or Farmer? I got Zepeda. Kid Chocolate for Salvador. I don't know. Salvador died too early. Maybe Kid Chocolate. Mexicans always destroy Cubans. Well, even though that might be true, it's still.
Oh, that's racist.
Zepeda stops Shakur to the body. Okay. You got the best soundboard. Thank you. My only problem with these YouTube boxers are they're starting to get delusional thinking they can fight. No, it's not. Jake thinks, or he could be just doing a WWE character. He thinks he just really beat some shit, some impressive shit. You know what I mean? He thinks Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley, like he's like, I beat former champions. Like he said that. You can't go try and be like, yo, I could work this forklift. Like, I'm in the union. I'll forklift anything. You have experience? Psh, do I? I used to ride a scooter like all around the block. I'm nice with it. I was a scooting champion. Well, that's not a fucking forklift, jerk off. I was ringside Hector Camacho Rosario fight. Me and referee Joe Cortez together. Don King. Word? Or were you I love Joe Cortez. I've interviewed him. All right, a couple questions, NYC King. 1, how old are you? 2, where in NYC are you from? And 3, were you involved in boxing in any way? Were you a ref or a fighter or anything? Or why were you there? Give me the short background. Kovalev Adonis. Oh, man, I want to see that so bad. I thought Kovalev was going to beat him at the time because Adonis had nothing but a vicious straight left. Kovalev had all kinds of shit. But then you saw Kovalev got smashed later, so who knows? That's wishes he had your production value. Thank you. I just watched Roy versus Harris. Don't understand how Roy never used his length. Harris. That's so funny. You say that because that popped up in my I'm about to watch it too. That same fight, I have it saved. It popped up in my stream. That's weird. Wonder why. Jake is novelty simple. I'm not talking about Jake. I'm talking about other YouTube boxers. Keyshawn is the one. No, he's not. Keyshawn is not the one.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
De La Hoya versus Costa. I'm gonna have to go with De La Hoya. I watched Roy, Ray, Ali, and today Bud, and I still scratch my head in awe. Amen. Thank you for the bounce pass.
I must have forgot.
I don't know. Probably Keyshawn, but who the fuck knows? My friend's only 17 and he already has his license to drive a forklift. Okay. Holmes will box the shit out of Frazier. Felix Trinidad versus Ike Corte. Ooh, good one. I'm gonna go Trinidad. That'd be a good one. When Two Tone plays You Ain't No Cop, Jay Reed, he is making fun of Ness. No, he's not. I don't even know what that means. I forgot. That's from Training Day, right? But why was he saying? What does he mean when he plays that? I don't even know what it means. Being like, I don't know what that means. Explain it to me. Ike versus top heavyweight He has a chance of beating all of them. Who do you have winning Morel versus Benavidez? Well, Marquise, simple. Benavidez by stoppage. Unequivocally, absolutely. Oh, is that true? Boxing is evolving, but I still watch older fights. There is a technical aggression that's missing. True. All right, 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'm back. The day of the Geechee is over. I don't know what that means. Richard Torres. Ooh. I think Anderson might beat him. Even though Anderson looked like crap, I think he might beat him. Keyshawn, remember this. Okay. Look, I don't see it, but I'm not saying there's no way. Like when I saw Joe Joyce, I'm like, there's no way. Keyshawn, I don't see it. I think he might be a champion, but he will not be a dominant champion. I don't even think he'll be a champion, but if he is, it'll be like, hold it for a little bit. But I could be wrong. I need to see more, though. I will admit, I need to see more. Because he looked way better than I thought he would look against Lemos, so who knows? Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Zerto versus Jai. I'm going to go with Jai. They fought in the amateurs, I think, in the Golden Gloves finals, and Torres won. See? There you go. Oh, no, wait. I said Jarrell, didn't I? I said Anderson. I think Anderson will beat him. But Torres is another one. We got to see more. I'm worried he's a little too small, which is weird because I think he's like 225, but he just looks small to me. Jermell Charlo versus Daniel Jacobs. Well, after the way Daniel Jacobs just looked, I'll go with Charlo. Top 5 hardest punchers in history. Oh, now we're talking. Here we go. Prince Nassim Hamed. George Foreman. Julian Jackson. Deontay Wilder. Fuck. I'd have to look through more. You got guys like Costa Zoo. There's so many guys. But Wilder might have to be first, man, based on what he did. Wilder and Prince Nassim were a hit like I've never seen. Torres is small. Yeah, he looks like it, but he's 6'1", and that's small. But 225 is not that small. Because not every heavyweight's 240 now. So, what'd you say? What did I skip? I don't know what I skipped of yours. Ernie, I don't think is not. Duran of all time, nah. No. We were talking yesterday. What fighters lightweight made Duran great? Yeah, we were. I might, man. Nobody. There's not one. Well, except Edwin Valero. Can you name one fighter? And his was just one punch knockout, so it's like power's there. Can you name one fighter that knocked out all 43 of his first opponents? All of them? Everybody. He knocked out. So the ones he lost to, maybe and you saw the way he would crumble people. Prince Nassim is there too. Deontay Wilder is there. George Foreman is definitely there. I think Mike Tyson's there too. But now we're going into heavyweights. Let's go a little lower. Let's see. Hardest punchers in boxing history. I just can't think right now. I got to look. Let's see what we got. Who the fuck is Wilder? Yep. Shavers. I don't have Shavers. Foreman. Yep. Rocky Marciano. There's an argument for that. See, these are all heavyweights. These are all heavyweights. I don't want just heavyweights. I don't want just heavyweights. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, Roy technically could be up there because he knocked so many dudes out. Triple G's up there for sure. Gerald McClellan's up there. Gerald McClellan was vicious. Michael Carbajal was up there. Yeah. Costa Zoo. Tommy Hearns for sure is up there. Yeah, man. Let's see. Deontay, Thomas Hearns, Arguello, Rafael Gomez, Ruben Alvarez. I mean, and then you got guys like Inoue who might be. That's a great question. Shavers hit hard, but he didn't. Shavers and Ron Lyle hit hard, but you saw even when Shavers blasted Larry Holmes got back up and fucking knocked him out. They hit hard, but they were more like they didn't knock that many people. Like what the greats, they didn't knock the greats out. So it was more like it felt hard. But we're talking dudes who slept people, not just this feels hard. Like no, you're out. JJ, what up? Michael Lajde was still in. Oh yeah, Michael's my man. I started. So did you answer all the stuff about where you're from? I started at Kingsway. That's why at 13 years old, 89, whatever it was. I started boxing at Kingsway on 42nd, right by Port Authority. And when it was because I grew up in Hell's Kitchen, right there in the gutter, right there. I still talk to Michael Lajde Sr. to this day. Tacumba was my man. I've known him for years. Michael Lajde's father is the first guy to ever teach me how to box. Was and still is one of my best friends, and now has I know. Barkley was there on the phone. Damn. Did you say anything else, King, that I missed? No, you didn't say shit. So you didn't answer how old you are, what part you're from, if you were a fighter, nothing. Okay. Shavers, 74 wins, 68 KOs. Yeah. Daniel Dubois. Marco. Well, look, Edwin Valero was 26-0, all knockouts, but I don't have him up there. Jake LaMotta, he wasn't one of the hardest punchers. George Chuvalo was the best chin. That's what people say. I think Hagler's was better. Because, Monzon versus Hearns. Marco, what about Julian? Yeah, Julian's up there. I think Gerald McClellan hit harder than Julian. I do. Julian hit hard, but I think Gerald McClellan hit harder. Gerald McClellan's up there for sure. The force behind his right hand. Lennox Lewis too is one of the hardest punchers. James Toney would be way too slick and big for LaMotta. James Toney, 90 pro fights, including heavyweight contenders, never been knocked out. Hence, Mikey Garcia versus Haney. I don't know. We got to see way more of Haney. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. Can't answer that. Jarky. You fucking jerk off. Ooh, all right, dirty. Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? What just happened? Why is my mic not working? I mean, my camera. Huh. I just leaned over and the camera stopped working. Did it break? Hold on, let me put it on the other side. Let's see what we got. Oh, wait. I know it's wrong. Hold on. I got to put it back to the right one. Right, there we go. There we go. My bad. I don't know what just happened, but I'm back. Okay. Michael's father, a very soft-spoken man, but he loves his son. He really loves his son. Michael, I spent a lot of time with those 2 different events at training camps. So were you a fighter? You're not answering me. Sandy Sadler. Sadler. Haney is trash. Oh, I don't know about that. GoFundMe will be up soon. All right, let me know. Appreciate it. Jake Paul versus Joe Biden. I got Joe Biden. Keep the show going like this. Floyd versus Duran. Floyd. Who has the best signature punch, such as Hearn's hook, Floyd's stab jab, or Tyson's uppercut? Roy Jones's left hook. And thank you for the setup.
Y'all must have forgot.
Errol Spence versus Miguel Cotto in their primes. Let's say Errol Spence retired, right? I'm going to go with Cotto. BF LOL. Is Joe Louis considered a hard hitter? Hell yeah. That motherfucker knocked out so many people. Absolutely a hard hitter. Hagler versus Hearns. They fought blind. Did you not know that they fought? It's considered one of the greatest fights in history. Not great because Hagler blew him out of the water, but action-packed. Let me get a piece of that GoFundMe. Shit. Are you going to be, Alberto, are you going to be at Border Wars? Because you're in Cali, right? You're going to go to Border Wars? I mean, I guess that's Tucson's right there. You going to be there too? Because if you get me there, you got to be there. The first round was good. The rest was all right. I believe that's one of the most overrated fights. Hagler versus Hearns. I believe it's one of the most overrated fights. There's been so many better fights than that. It was sloppy in the first round because Hearns made it sloppy. And then Hagler fucking knocked him out. Like, was it the third? Fourth, maybe? I forgot what it was. I think it was the third. Michael Moore versus Morrison. Morrison, I think, would have been probably too big and hit hard for him. Would have probably beat Moore. Yeah, AZ, like, okay. I mean, AZ's not a few hours from LA. That's like 6 hours. Tucson. I went to college in Tucson, don't forget. And I drove to Southern California before, to like San Diego area. That shit was like 6 hours. I don't know what you're talking about, a few. Like 6. Tucson, son. Tucson. That's at least 6 from LA. No mention of Jack Johnson, a reference. Yeah, I was going to say Jack Johnson. I was going to say Jack. He fucked people up bad. Jack Johnson hit so hard. You know what? Let me see if I could telling you. Let's see if I have it here before I explain it to you. Here we go. Here we go. You ready? I'm going to play this for you guys. I got to figure out how to do it, though. This is how hard. You won't believe what Jack Johnson did. This is how fucking hard he hits. This is how fucking hard he hits. Here we go.
Courage and charisma of Muhammad Ali, and the dominance of Mike Tyson, and the power of Deontay Wilder, there was the godfather of it all, Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson was truly ahead of his times. He was the first black heavyweight champion in history, reigning from 1908 to 1915. The most gangster thing to ever happen in the ring was when Jack Johnson fought Stanley Ketchel. Stanley Ketchel was the middleweight champion of the world who wanted to go up and challenge Jack. Because of the size difference, Jack was not going hard on Stanley. He even held Stanley up a couple times after hitting him too hard. In the 12th round, Stanley Ketchel throws a hard overhand right and drops him. Jack instantly gets up. He hits him so hard that he lodges 2 of Stanley's teeth in his own glove. And here you could see Jack, after doing that, swiping the teeth off the glove. Where do you guys rate Jack Johnson as an all-time great heavyweight? For the rest of this video.
So did you hear what I just said? He hit this motherfucker so hard he lodged his teeth into his glove. And did you see how gangster he was after? He goes, next. He lodged the dude's teeth into his glove. I don't know if they were wearing mouthpieces back then, but what the fuck? And the story goes, Ketchel and Johnson were friends and supposed to have a friendly exhibition, right? That's how the story goes. And then Ketchel, as you saw in the video, dropped him, right? Saw an opening and dropped him, and Jack got pissed. He's like, oh, you want to drop people? He gets up, and literally the first combination he throws, hits him so hard. I mean, makes him pay instantly. That shows you the level Jack was on. Damn. And none of you guys are commenting on this. Nobody gives a fuck. To me, that's so crazy. But nobody cares. You guys should care more about that. That's so cool to me. And you saw Jack had gold fronts in the fucking, that was 1908. He's rocking gold fronts. Talk about ahead of your time. I respect black fighters so much in that era. Well, he was the only one, really. What up, Marcellus? They came ride. Yeah, man. They rided all over the fucking place when Jack would win. Race rides like a motherfucker. What do you know about Bob Foster? A little bit. I know he was balding like me. Marco, I can't remember who, but I remember the feeling RJ avoided some big fight. Get the fuck out of here. RJ would have beat anybody. Anybody. And he did beat everybody. And thank you for mentioning him, because this is what we get every time we talk about RJ.
Y'all must have forgot.
You definitely forgot. Tunney versus Better Biev. Tunney was a heavyweight blind and one of the greatest heavyweights in history. He fought a heavyweight his whole career. He might have had some lighter fights. I don't remember, but he was a 200-pounder. So, go good. What up? Well, I'm glad you care. Nobody else gave a fuck. Alberto, you're such a fucking young guy to say some shit like that. Do I look like I work for Technicolor to you? Do I look like I'm at Pixar Studios to you? Is that what this looks like to you, Pixar Studios? Like I could just HD and colorize footage that was shot like this? Fucking Alberto. Marcos from the Boxing Voice. Let's go. How you doing? Who you got next weekend? Who's fighting next weekend? Marco, do you think is the best nickname in boxing? I don't know. Floyd Patterson has the fastest hands. Absolutely not, Ali. Let's talk about it. Andre Ward versus Joe. I'm going to go with Ward. I think Ward was a little too big for Calzaghe. .com, what up? What you laughing at? Marco, he's talking about Calzaghe wanting Roy. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm saying. We're going to need to catch a friendly fade at Border Wars. I'll fuck you up. Won't be friendly when you're on the floor holding your shit like, why? Not being objective. You're not, I know. But at least you recognize it. It's half the battle. Technical boxing, blood. Joe Gans. I don't know shit about Joe Gans. Don't know shit about Joe Gans. By the way, Blind Faith, I appreciate you now because I know what you're doing. You're researching people, Googling, and asking me. I appreciate it. And that's the way you can learn about fighters, too. And Joe Gans, I don't know anything about. Ali is the real GOAT to a lot of people. Marco, who do you think has the fastest hands? Dwayne. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Who do I think has the fastest hands? Are you crazy to ask me that?
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Who do I think? You're gonna ask me that?
Get the fuck out of here!
Fastest hands by far go to.
Y'all must have forgot.
Easy.
Y'all must have forgot.
You must not. You must be tired to ask me some shit like that. When you threaten Ness when he gets, I like when you threaten Ness when he gets out of the line. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? What if Patterson got that Marciano fight before Rocky retired? I don't know. I got Ryo. I'm telling you, I don't think he shows all that. Who beat Bernard Hopkins for the IBF? I believe it was Roy. What's up, Combat? What's crack-a-lackin'? Sugar Ray Robinson may be faster. Ali. Roy Jones was literally faster. Like if you had one of those speedometer things that measure baseball pitches, Roy would clock in faster. And Roy was also 25 pounds heavier and like 3 inches tall. He was a bigger man. He was still faster. Nobody was as fast as Roy. Nobody. Literally nobody. No weight. You got to incorporate, well, a smaller guy, like a heavyweight having fast hands is equal to a smaller guy, even though the hands are faster. You average it. Roy was just simply wins a speedometer measurement in hand speed over anybody in fucking history. There we go. First super chat of the day. Shade Galaxy. Marcos. Bet beat Ward on any day. The balding voice. That's rude. I only mention fighters I know little about, but I'm always trying to learn more because all you could do is learn. True. You still tell Roy got some shades of his reflexes, even as, yeah, man. Shades. RJJ problem was never built legacy at any weight. He never built a legacy? Winning the heavyweight championship of the world and literally going undefeated for 15 fucking years.
Y'all must have forgot.
While showing skill nobody's ever seen before. Is that legacy? Now, yeah, technically he lost one fight to Montel, but we all know he was killing Montel in that fight. Well, not killing him. Was about to knock him out. Thank you for giving me more KNY love. What's KNY love? 100% facts. No way Ward has better boxing IQ. Than who? Marco, who do you think has the fastest hand? Dwayne. We already went through this. Stop copying and pasting. I can't. Saw he was better than. All right. When you guys start doing these acronyms, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. MWS, MW, I don't know what that is. Greater career, Roy or Floyd? Floyd. Career overall, Floyd, of course. Better fighter in their prime, Roy. Boxer with fastest hands from every weight class. I mean, that's going to take me all day. Oh, more knowledge. Of course. Yo, Marcos, Alberto, Wildin, you want me to pause him? Nah, he's good. But appreciate the two-piece again. Ali had an anchor punch. Who's faster than Ali's punch? Who's a faster heavyweight than Ali? Ali was up there. Mike Tyson had faster hands. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Manny Pack. Okay. Come on, yo, Marcos. Ain't that quick. LOL, even though you're from NY. We don't know where you're from because you won't tell us. It's fucking weird. Tell us where you're from. I'm going to get out of here in 2 minutes, guys. It's late. I got shit to do. I got to drop this video. Dope video. My first current-ish video I'm dropping tonight. David Benavidez. Patterson. Yeah, he was fast, but come on. He wasn't Mike Tyson fast. He wasn't even fucking Tony Tubbs. Michael Dokes had some speed. Michael Dokes is one of the fastest heavyweight hands of all time. Michael Dokes was crazy fast. As a heavyweight, Chris Bird, but he wasn't a natural heavyweight, but Chris Bird was super fast. I always wonder what Joe Frazier is, one of the best or not. You know, most famous comic. I don't want to talk about that. There's 40 people in here. Keep the show going. Nah, man. It's getting late. Y'all all show. What will make the David versus David fight worth the pay-per-view? Nothing. I love David, so I'll watch it. Benavidez, but it shouldn't be pay-per-view. But that's what boxing's at. Yeah, Bird's one of them. Bird was ridiculously fast. Now, no power, but fast. But Tyson not only had knockout power in every punch, but he was faster than Bird. Tyson's the fastest hands in heavyweight boxing. Muhammad Ali's there. Chris Bird's there. Michael Dokes. Let's go with those 4. You could even put what's his face? Spinks had pretty fast hands, but what's his name? What's his name? Not Dokes, the other guy from the I can't remember right now. Marco Tyson, hell yeah, Tyson was faster than Ali. Floyd, Chambers was fast, but not all time shit. Who's the best chin of all time? Marvin Hagler. Morel is good, but maybe is much more experienced and tested. Of course. I was gonna say that one, Kobe. Chambers. Now Spinks was more awkward than fast. Yeah, you might have a point there. Tony Tubbs had fast hands, but not up there. But Dokes had super fast. Tank and David should keep going, joining cards. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tyson has, next to Roy Jones, the greatest combination of hand speed and power in history, next to Roy. It's Roy first, then maybe Tyson. And then Sugar Ray Leonard's there. They were going to fight, Mr. E, right before Edwin Valero passed. It was on. I remember it. On BoxRec how it shows up, like when a fight is scheduled. BoxRec had it up, like it was that official. And then I don't know if he died or if Pacquiao got. I think Pacquiao might have got a different fight, like the Floyd fight or something. Not Floyd. I forget. Chris Bird was super fast. Yeah. Yeah, but not. And I don't really think we should count dudes who shouldn't have been heavyweights, who are just either fat or went up. Although Chris Bird was never fat, so. Or didn't have the greatest career. Nah, his overall career, no. But the 15 years in his prime, nobody could touch that. It's going to be somebody down there. Nobody could touch it. Went from middle all the way to heavy championships, was undisputed, never lost, officially, and looked better than anybody in history, showing reflexes we've never seen and probably will never see. Absolutely, Mike knew man. Mike knew everything. Prime Larry. Oh, Larry Holmes, it was more his jab, not his actual. I'm gonna go with Holmes. I think Holmes would box the fuck out of Foreman, and Holmes had a great chin. So Foreman landed just like Shavers landed on Holmes. Yeah, he might go down. Might get hurt, but he'll fucking recovers. Easton assassin, baby. So what about Tyson Fury? He's fat. He's also 6'9" and a heavyweight, no matter which way you cut it. Marcos, Ness, don't ever want to feel them slappy hooks. Shit, the shit ain't slappy. Foreman steamrolls him. Come on. I disagree. King Kong versus Godzilla. I like King Kong. Godzilla kind of grosses me out. Anyway, my people, I am out. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys same time tomorrow. Peace.